Well, we are finally heading into the summer season where everybody is starting to do those healthy challenges so they can become their best selves during the nice summer months, but will inevitably become one of the statistics that fall off and don't actually see it through. So if you are like that, or if you have not been successful with challenges and struggle with it and go back and forth and part of the yo-yo committee, don't worry. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do in order to actually see results, whether it is through a challenge or not, which I recommend not, and why challenges are a problem to begin with. So let's dive in. So the real reason that challenges don't work or that you fail them is because whatever you do to achieve the goals that you have, you need to keep doing in order to maintain them. So if you put everything in a perfect little bubble and you follow all the rules and you have to, like for 75 hard, you have to get in your gallon of water, you have to read all of your pages, you have to get your 2 workouts in, you have to make sure you get outside and whatever else is like piled on there as well, like follow the diet and things like that. And if you fail any of those, then you have to start over. So that is going to, one, be a problem, because if you do actually get through that challenge time, in order to keep the results that you have, you need to keep that up. But it's 75 hard. It's only supposed to be for 75 days and not something that you do for the rest of your life, because a lot of sacrifice is needed in order to create that. And unless you want that lifestyle moving forward, you're not going to be able to keep the goals or the results that you have achieved. So you are not able to stay in that perfect little bubble. Or if you don't achieve those goals, then you failed. Then you got to start over. And if you keep starting over, well, then what's the point? And what's the point of anything if you can't be successful, you can't actually see it through, and nothing actually works for you? So why would you stick with it? Why would you try anything else? Do you see how the cycle can follow through? So it's not necessarily that you aren't trying hard enough, that you aren't doing enough, that you aren't committed, or you don't actually want the results. It's that it doesn't actually work for you in your life right now. So let me just read this. I was on my walk, because I have added daily walks in, and it is not part of a challenge, even though I could say that it is part of a 30-day challenge, but that would be lying, because I don't actually do things for 30 days in a row. I am flexible, which if everything that you do needs to be perfect and to follow this specific plan, when life happens and you're no longer able to do that, then you have an identity crisis, because you have based your entire life, your entire existence, who you are to a core, around this specific lifestyle and change. But real lasting health is super boring and not aesthetic, like at all, like truly. It ebbs and flows with life and seasons and circumstances and goals and challenges and whatever is going on as you age and go through life, or just even week to week sometimes. But seriously, the more boring the routine, the more fun it is, the easier it is to sustain, and the more results you're actually going to get. And all of this is without an identity crisis needed at the end when things inevitably change. So if you actually do want to see things through and actually make that lasting healthy change, here's what actually needs to happen, and the challenge is not going to be the thing to do it for you. So the first thing you want to do is start with the end goal. So get out your journal. It's time to start doing all of this. I don't care. Do it. Or just find a random piece of paper and make sure you're looking at it, okay? Or if you're one of those people that needs to type it out, just get your computer. So all of this is just to help kind of clear up where it is that you want to go in life and where you're at currently. So first question, what's the goal at the end of the challenge? Is it weight loss? Is it a better routine? Do you want to be stronger, faster, healthier, happier, in a relationship, more money, smarter, etc.? And all of these questions I will have linked down below in my blog, and you can read through it and it'll go in a little more depth too. Second question, why do you want to do this challenge? So if you are committing to a challenge like 75 hard or like a squat challenge or diet or whatever, why do you want to do this challenge? Does it promise the goal or life that you want? Is it done in a way that resonates with you? Did your favorite celebrity or influencer promote it? Whatever it is, just be honest and write it down. Number 3, what do you feel is missing in your life right now that the challenge will bring? Is it going to be that routine? Is it going to be the weight loss? Is it going to be the healthy, happier version of you that you're looking for? And number 4, do you want to hustle, or does this challenge just promise the missing piece? That seemed wrong. The missing piece that you're looking for. So write all of that down. And then once you have a clear on what it is that you actually want from a challenge, now it's time to make a choice. Are you going to stick with the challenge that has everything that you're looking for and promises the goals that you want in the end? Or do you want to take everything that that challenge holds and make it work for your life here and now, and something that can be flexible moving forward? Spoiler alert, it is the second option. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take an experimental approach for step 2. With an experiment, there is no success or failure. There's just an outcome. And with that outcome, you get to decide what it is you want to do with it. Do you want to keep it? Do you want to toss it? Do you want to try something new? or whatever it might be, because it ultimately puts you back in control of your life. You have the final say, and it's no longer you just have to follow this list of rules in order to see success. It puts you in the driver's seat, and you're able to make the choice based off of how you're feeling, what your goals are, how life is going, and moving forward with that. But of course, with an experiment, it does take time. So you need to get comfortable in the mundane of it. Like I said, an actual healthy lifestyle is boring because it works and it fits in your life. Number 3, what can you change now? Like I said, with these challenges, it is absolutely uprooting your life and forcing you into this perfect little bubble of life and flexibility and things like that. And of course, for a short period of time, you can do that. But even like pro athletes have off seasons. So you can't expect yourself to live out this life for the rest of your life unless you don't want to have a life. Okay. So we need to be flexible with it. So if you've got, say, 5 things that you want to do, and it's like improve your diet, get more steps in, do a workout routine, get better sleep, and wash your face every morning. So those are all things that you can, of course, start now, but is it something that you're actually going to sustain moving forward? And also, is it something where if you wash your face for 3 days in a row and on the 4th day you miss it, are you just done with washing your face moving forward? No, you are flexible with it. Like just because you missed a day doesn't mean that you've failed and you might as well just give up. So start adding things in slowly. And I will say, you're going to have a hard time trying to find time for everything. The biggest thing that you can do is stop scrolling. And if that is you, definitely check out this video that I'm going to link, because I go over how to like stop scrolling. But let's be honest, we all spend hours and hours and hours doom scrolling on our phone when we could be replacing that with something else. Is it going to be hard? Yes. Is it going to be difficult? Yes. Do you actually want to do it? Probably not. But if you actually want a healthy, balanced lifestyle that has flexibility, that works for your life and gets you the results that you want, you are going to need to make some sacrifices. Some sacrifices are going to need to be made. But if it is for a better result, like I'm sure we all want to scroll less on our phone, then why not start now? And that can be the biggest thing. So instead of scrolling for 2 hours, maybe you scroll for 1 hour, and then the other hour you use to meal prep or go for a walk or get a workout in. Do you see what I mean? You're slowly starting to add it in and finding times for how it works for your life now. And maybe your dream life doesn't necessarily work for life currently. Like you can't just wake up whenever you want and go on your walk and then have your coffee and then like go about your day or whatever like the dream life is. So find ways to make it work for here and now. Maybe maybe you work like really early in the morning and you're not able to have the nice slow morning that you want, but maybe you get up a little bit early. So therefore you have to go to bed a little bit early, but you get up a little bit early and you have your cup of coffee. And if you can, you go for a walk around the neighborhood, or like I've got a walking pad back here and I come down here sometimes and like do just like a nice little walk in the morning, listen to a meditation or a video that I want to watch. And you slowly start adding it in and making it work for life now. Do you get what I'm saying? And from all of that, we're going to go to 4, where you start adding, blah, blah, blah. And from that, number 4, you slowly start adding in new standards. So this will naturally start happening as the time goes on. But again, remember the experimental mindset. This will take time to find out what does or doesn't work and choose and adjust and move forward from there. But you may find out that like your daily walks turn into something that's non-negotiable because you realize that when you don't do it, you don't feel great. And maybe you start like walking around with a water bottle, or you make sure that you have other water bottles like in every room of your house because you want to actually drink more water because you notice that it actually helps you and makes you feel better. And because you are wanting to get up early, maybe you go to bed early too, and therefore you are focusing more on your sleep because, oh my gosh, actually getting more than 4 or 5 hours of sleep does wonders for your body. Could you imagine that? And you start choosing the healthy food, not because you have to or because it's good for you, but because it actually makes you feel better than the quick snacks or the mindless munching or having the half a tub of ice cream that's just sitting in the freezer. Like you're going to choose things not because you have to, but because you want to, based off of how you feel and what you want your life to look like. And then soon, because you are ditching the doom scrolling and you have more time, the hobbies become more important than the doom scrolling. And you start wanting to do that rather than just picking up your phone mindlessly, or you just choose to think about yourself differently because you're holding yourself to that higher standard. And then after that, you're just going to allow life to happen. Life will happen. Things will come up. This routine that feels so good right now will change and will not work. You could be doing it for years or decades and something will happen and you will have to adjust. But the more flexible you are and the more you experiment and take this approach of slow, flexible balance, the easier it is going to be. Like I feel like my life implodes or explodes or or something happens drastically every single year or every 3 years, something happens. And am I working on that? Absolutely. But because I have changed this or started this mindset, it has helped so much. It has helped support me so much. It has helped me remember or realize or come back to center. And again, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes I need to just get through something and suffer through it and deal with it, and it'll be fine moving forward. Like, I realized that in the wintertime here in Minnesota, the snow is okay for a certain amount of time, and then it turns to ice, and then it's freezing, and then it's not easy to walk outside. And not even counting like the -10-degree weather and the negative wind chills, like some days just aren't good. So investing in a walking pad is going to be a better choice, because I know that when I do get my daily steps in, when I do walk outside, if I can, I feel so much better. So it starts creating that standard. And if I stop doing it for a while, I wonder, like, why am I staying stuck with my weight loss? Why am I gaining weight? Why am I not maintaining my results and my goals? Why am I not sleeping better? Why? You start asking questions and realize, oh, this thing that like I did that was so good for me, that I really enjoyed, that really helped me out a lot, I'm no longer doing. And now things are starting to backfire. So here's your little PSA. Once you start taking care of yourself, unfortunately, you got to keep doing it because your body's going to get used to it. You're going to get used to it. You're going to feel good doing it. And then that's just going to be your new standard. And you're going to be very aware of not doing it and how your body responds because of it. So let that be your warning. But again, also, it is so good for you. It is going to be so beneficial. And if you do want some templates to kind of track how you're feeling with like your food or your fitness, definitely join my diary newsletter down below. I will send you my little healthy balance starter kit that has all of that and more incorporated in it. And again, I will have the link down below for my blog post that you can go back to and kind of fill out those questions in. I have a few other fun links that will kind of help you through this. But if you still feel like you want to do some kind of challenge, you want to kind of kickstart a healthy life, a healthy routine, a healthy summer body, definitely check out this next video, which is basically what I am focusing on, which is the 4 things that it actually takes to lose weight, to kind of find that balance, find that sustainability. And it's a great starting point in filling out that food and movement experiment worksheet and kind of getting a good understanding of how you're feeling with things. So go ahead, click on that, and I will see you there.